2021 homecoming football game between the Rye Tigers of Tuckahoe High School and your Rye Neck Black Hats. At this time, we ask you please rise and remove your hats as we honor America with the singing of our national anthem, performed today by Asha O'Reilly, a junior at Rye Neck and a member of the varsity field hockey team.
Stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, and the ramparts we watch were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets sprinkler, the boats bursting in air, give proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Let's go!
Welcome into another telecast of LMC Varsity Sports. I'm Sean McGraw alongside Peter Vera, and we are here at Rye Neck for the homecoming football game between the 4-1 Tuckahoe Tigers and the 1-4 Rye Neck Panthers. Rye Neck is hosting Tuckahoe, and Peter, this could be a tough game for them.
Yeah, Rye Neck has been having a tough year so long. They've been losing games against Dobbs Ferry, Hout, Dane, and Hastings. A big win against Woodlands, but a team like Tuckahoe, I don't know how this game is going to turn out.
And they give Tuckahoe's a good offense that's scored 33, 53, 43, and 26 points in their 4 wins and lost 34-20. Tuckahoe's going to start with the ball too. I was thinking maybe Rye Neck should start with it so you don't give their explosive offenses. We'll get a big return from the big man here from Tuckahoe, and he'll take it, number 88. That's John Benke, the tight end. It was like almost like a semi-pooch kick, not the full distance, and it went to the 35. He took it from his own 35 to the 40, so 25 yards, and already Tuckahoe is in black hat territory, 1st and 10, and we'll see how quickly they could possibly score.
Yeah, the past couple of games for Rye Neck has allowed points very quickly from the opposing offense. I commented the last game against Blindbrook. Blindbrook scored, I think, on their first possession. So let's see how Tuckahoe does in this on their first possession against Rye Neck.
Week 3 against Blindbrook, that's when they scored. They had gone 8 quarters, or was it the third quarter of that game?
10 quarters. It was in the second half that they finally scored their first
one.
one.
They finally scored, so they went 10 quarters to start the year. They lost 38-0 to Haldane, then 56-0 to Dobbs, who Dobbs beat Tuckahoe last week 34-20, and 27-6 against Blindbrook, they lost 21-6 to Woodlands, and last week they gave up 38. So every week they've given up at least 27 points in their losses, and then they gave up 6 in their win to a Woodlands team that was going to not play this season, but at the last minute they decided, and they had brand new coaches, and they're struggling this year. So that's Rye Neck's only win, and another first down, 2 in a row, and that almost will be a touchdown. He dives towards the pylon. He's out at the 1 yard line. That was
senior captain Michael Myers.
Yeah, Michael Myers on the far side. Michael Myers.
Yeah, Halloween. Yeah.
That's coming out again. Another one. Myers had the 2 runs, so he's had 2 runs for 39 yards. And Tuckahoe's on the 1 with 11:20, 40 seconds into this one. Myers will get it, and he'll be untouched for the touchdown. 3 plays, 40 yards, touchdown, Tuckahoe, and it's 6-0 Tigers. Michael Myers with the scary running early. 1 yard run. He has 41-yard run. 40 yards. He got all the carries.
And it looks like he's about to take the PAT as well. He's about to do everything for the team right now.
So it started with the 20, was it 35? They block it. So the line blocks the extra point. The line actually combined, kind of like fell together, 22 and 54. That's Joey Pulsino and Russell Foster. They kind of like came together and kind of collided, but Myers' kick was too low, and it hit them. So it's 6-0 Tuckahoe here over Rye Neck.
Rye Neck has a pretty good, special teams. When I was commenting against Blindbrook, Rye Neck did not allow any PATs, and when Blindbrook was trying to get a 2-point conversion, they were barely getting any 2-point conversions in as well.
So Tuckahoe will kick off.
The Rye Neck cheerleaders here for homecoming weekend. Led by captains Selena Bogan, Madison Cole, and Mariana.
As they'll kick off now, and the guy kicking off is going to be Matthew Garderi, and he was going to put it on the 50. I'm like, was there a penalty? But there wasn't. He'll go back to the 40 as he'll jump the gun there. And if Rye Neck's going to have any chance, they're going to have to run early, often, and get big runs from Hilton. They're one of their few veterans on this team.
Yeah, Dimitri is a power horse for this Rye Neck Black Cats running game. He does everything on the offensive side of this Rye Neck team.
It'll be a short kick. It'll be fielded by the Black Hats. That's Chase De La Rosa. He fielded it at the 20, and he got to the 30. So it's about a 10-yard return for De La Rosa, where Rye Neck will take over. So when Tuckahoe took over, they're at the Rye Neck 40, and now Rye Neck has to take over at their own 30.
Chase De La Rosa is a pretty good receiver, by the way. There's a lot of pretty good balls thrown to him in the game against Blindbrook. It's just that there's a lot of good coverage on him in that game.
And you said you were impressed with their sophomore quarterback, Hunter Merkel, too. He just didn't have a lot of blocking in that.
Yeah, Merkel does have a good arm. We'll see if he gets tested today.
Had a guy way out there, and he runs off the field. That was weird. The number 6 was way behind the line of scrimmage. No one saw him, and he ran off. And Hilton will get the carry for 4 yards, so it'll be 2nd and 6. Yes, so it was number Damian Leonard, maybe? Or Jake Matararo. So someone was like 40 yards behind the play, and they just ran off the field. So it weren't offsides anyway. None of the refs saw him. And they hand off again to Hilton, same way, and the defense, this big defensive line has it snuffed out and can't run the exact same play on 2 plays in a row, and he'll lose 2 yards. So basically everything he got, he'll lose back, and now it'll be he lost 3, 3rd and 9.
Yeah, if they're going to keep on going with the running game, and if he keeps on bringing it back, if this defense keeps on pushing Hilton back, I think Merkel's going to have to start throwing the ball.
They actually switched the spot. So instead of it being a loss of 2, they said it was no gain. So now it's 3rd and 6. And now they'll end around to De La Rosa, and he'll get 2 yards shy of the first down, and it'll be 4th and 2. This is an interesting spot because it's 4th and 2. And we've seen how good Tuckahoe's offense was from. This is basically where they took over when they got the kickoff. They're going to go for it. It's a little risky though because it could be 14-0 in 3 minutes if they don't make it here.
I think it's just the punting game also for Rye Neck does seem to struggle a little bit as well. So I think it's a little bit of a smart move in a way by Coach Baker.
They're going to try and draw him off sides. They couldn't. They give it to Hilton, and he'll be stopped by the Tuckahoe defensive line, and that'll be first down Tuckahoe. So Rye Neck will turn it over on downs. That's number 88, the guy who returned it 25 yards to start, John Benke. So they'll have first and 10 from the Rye Neck 35. So their first drive was on the 40 after the big return by Benke. Now Benke stuffs Hilton for a loss. Don't like that play call on 4th and 2. Maybe a little play action could have helped.
Yeah, I think they could have just probably thrown the ball, throw him off course. This Tuckahoe defense, it would have been a better idea.
So when it's said and done, they lost 2 yards on that play. So it'll be first and 10 from the 36. And the 3 plays we saw Tuckahoe score were there were 2 runs for first downs and then the 1-yard touchdown run by Myers. And he's right next to Annunziata, the quarterback once again. Annunziata in motion, Myers, he pumps, he goes the other side. And the first play they run, that's not a first down, is a pass to Connor Benke, John Benke's younger brother, and it'll be 8 yards. So they'll have 2nd and 2 as Rye Neck's defense needs a stop.
Yeah, these receivers on the Tuckahoe team are just ginormous. Big guys.
Much bigger than Rye Neck. And that pass to the other Benke, John, and he'll break 3 or 4 tackles, and he looks good, and he's a big body. And he'll have a first down. So it'll be first and 10, Tuckahoe on their own 15, and they're 15 yards away from making a 2-score game in the first. Before we're 4 minutes in, and that's an easy touchdown. Annunziata couldn't be any easier for him, and that's a 15-yard touchdown pass. Annunziata to Nicholas Pagnotta, and Pagnotta was another guy you spotted in the pregame with his. Even though he wasn't the biggest guy, he was very had a big body, and he caught that easily. Nobody was within 5 yards of him.
No.
He caught that, and Myers will attempt the extra point, 12-0. So 15-yard pass, they'll get it down. Myers will line drive it through, and it's good. So Tuckahoe's up 13-0. 3.5 minutes gone by here on Homecoming at Rye Neck, and we'll be right back on LMC Varsity Sports.
Large Mamba Neck, this is your media center. Live mobile production van. In-studio recording. Podcasting, social media, in your schools, watching your government, with your neighbors. LMC Media, building community through media.
Yep.
And that kickoff is covered by number 24, Chase De La Rosa.
De La Rosa. So Tuckahoe's run 6 plays for 76 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 1 extra point.
Yeah, John, Coach Diarco Jr. from Tuckahoe Tigers is really throwing off, I think, these Panthers defense. On the first play, on the first possession, they ran the ball, and then on the second one, they just were throwing it. So it was pretty smart. 3 runs on the first one, and then 3 throwing on the second one.
Yeah, and those 3 passes were all to
Yep.
3 different players.
Yep.
Both Benke brothers, John, and then his younger brother. John got the second pass. Connor, Benke got the first one, and then the 15-yard TD.
Pagnata, Nicholas
Pagnata. So 3 different guys caught it, and his star quarterback, Michael Annunziata Jr. I remember he was started as a freshman 2 years ago when they played here. Is 3 for 3 for 36 yards, and 1 play for 1 yard on a run there by the Black Hats. And oh God, he's almost sacked it. Threw a lefty. Incomplete, which is a break for Rye Neck because it would have been a loss of 5 yards if he caught it. Instead, it'll be 3rd down as it bounced right before the player on Merkel, and we'll have a timeout, Coach Bika. So Coach Bika will call a timeout, and we'll be right back on LMC Varsity Sports. 3rd and 9, Rye Neck with 7:44 to go in this first quarter.
Need technical support for your next meeting or presentation? LMC Media offers full-service meeting management virtually, in real life, or a hybrid of both. Our staff can run your meeting or webinar, set up for in-person audiences to interact, or provide a professional space for you to stream. Contact us for more information at info@lmcmedia.org.
Back alongside Peter Vera and Sean McGrath, 3rd and 9 for Rye Neck on their second possession of the game. First one was a turnover on downs. They had a 4th and 2 from their own 38, and Tuckahoe stopped them for a loss of 2. So, and then Tuckahoe scored promptly in 3 plays. And we'll see what happens here. Reverse after the timeout, and he'll get a couple yards as it was De La Rosa. And that was good blocking by Joey Pulsino. So it was 3rd and 2. Looks like they'll punt, as it'll be 4th and 5. So it was 3rd and 8, and now it was 4th and 5. So that's a 3-yard gain. It looked like more. I guess he got it about a couple yards behind. They'll punt. And a decent punt from the big guy, that's Joey Pulsino, and it'll stop as it was rolling. So he punted from the 35, and it's down at the 35, so that's a 30-yard punt. And Tuckahoe will have their worst field position, but they scored on their first 2 drives with 40 yards or less. And we'll see what they'll do here. 6:57 to go, and I would say, Peter, maybe I don't know how their defensive line a lot smaller than their defensive line, but if they can get maybe an end or somebody, nobody even came close. Pressure on Annunziata. That second drive where he was throwing, there was like absolutely no pressure.
No, it's just tough on this Tuckahoe team that plays very quick. Their offense is just too fast. The running back is too fast. Myers is too fast. The running back, the quarterback, everybody is just too quick.
And it'll be a keeper. So the quarterback will keep it, and he'll get at least 10 yards on a new first down, and he'll get 10 more, and he's off to the races. And Annunziata will go. Had to take him down by the pads. So instead of Annunziata scoring, they rip him down by the pads, and it'll be he went from his 36 to the other team's 4, so that's a 46 plus 4, so that's a 60-yard run by Annunziata, and they no huddle, and Rye Neck's defense is huffing and puffing, so why not snap it right here and score right here? And Annunziata will roll to the right, could probably run it in. Instead, he throws it to the back of the end zone, but we have
And that pass was complete
a flag.
for touchdown. However, there is a flag down on the field.
Might be offensive pass interference. There might have been a pick thrown because they didn't signal touchdown. Right? No, it is a touchdown. Let me see. I called it offensive illegal pick, so that's a good call. So they threw it to I think Benke, but so it won't count. Actually, it wasn't Benke. It might have been Pagnata again. I think it was Pagnata. So no touchdown, and then we'll push him back, and that's our first penalty of the game for either team. I'm surprised it goes against Tuckahoe.
Yeah, because the game against Blindbrook, there were so many penalties, and it was only like in a few plays of the game. There's already so many penalties, so it's a you know.
As he passes and completes it here, and the little guy will get a first down, shy of the touchdown, and that is Jake Matarasso. But no, I thought he could have ran Michael and Anziata could have ran it in, and then he could have kept the theme of 3 runs to Myers, the 3 passes, and then it would have been a drive where he just scored on his 2 runs.
Yeah.
But instead, he throws it here after the penalty, and Myers is stuffed, so it'll be 3rd down. Yeah, it was 3rd and goal, because it was 1st and goal from the 19 because of the penalty, 15-yard. So that's a good stop from Rye Neck, no matter what happens here. So it'll be a 3rd and goal from the 3, about the 4.
It looks like Coach Bika is really improving with trying to help his team not do a lot of penalties. That's what I was trying to say before there, Charlie.
Myers again, and he'll power his way, and he'll score. Momentum had him forward. They threw him back, but he scored. He got the ball across the line, and then he was pushed back, so that's a touchdown. Myers is, well, that's a 4-yard run. That was some muscle play by Myers.
Yeah. Well, the guy is also a ginormous running back. He's a very big guy.
Senior.
It's a little bit tough to bring him down. And another block.
Another block. This one, a couple guys got through on the line. So Tuckahoe winning they had the long returns on the kickoff, but they're running. At least they blocked 2. It was blocked by Santiago Barajas, so Myers is 1 of 3 on extra points, and it is the score is now 19-0, less than 7 minutes into this one. So the rare highlight for Rye Neck of the 2 blocked extra points.
1-0 on a late game-winning goal from Antonio Reed, assisted by Christian Two.
It was a decent punt too from Polsino too.
Goalkeeper Hamza Abdallah.
I would really love to see Merkel throw a nice pass here in this possession, though.
Hasn't yet.
They've been going too much with Hilton in the last couple of possessions.
Yeah, they just run. It's all said and done. They've run a lot, and they pooch kick it, and they're gonna Oh, bad break for Tuckahoe. They were about to recover the kick. Nobody even came close to jumping on it for Rye Neck, and and Connor Benke dove on it, but he was coming so quickly that his momentum, he dove over the ball and knocked it out of bounds. So that's a break from Rye Neck. So Benke, see who kicked it off, but Benke came like a freight train, and he was about to recover it, but he was pretty close to his own sidelines, and when he jumped on it, he basically rolled on top of the ball and took it out of bounds. So that would have been a nightmare, as it would have been 1st and 10 Tuckahoe from the Rye Neck 30. Instead, they get the ball back. I mean,
and still
it's not
only
like
the first
they're running.
quarter.
It's not. Yeah, it's early to do something. I mean, neither kicker has the leg to kick it very long off the kickoff. So I mean, anything's for. But that Rye Neck is like nobody even went for that. Nobody came close. You gotta be alert for that.
That's right.
Yeah, we got to see something else besides these runs up the middle. There was one end around, the one where you called timeout and they got 3 yards and then they punted. Everything else has been straight runs for Hilton, and they're not blocking. The defensive line from Tuckahoe is good and much bigger than the offensive line from Rye Neck, and they're not. It's tackle stat sheet additions for them.
And the De La Rosa plays are probably the only ones that are really catching the D-line off guard a bit, but it's only, what, 4 or 5 yards?
Now he'll pass. Merkel will fling it, and they were off. He had the man coming in, and a late push there by the defensive line. It kind of was like a knuckle pass, but he had to throw it quickly to avoid the sack, and he was looking for Joey Leone, and Merkel threw it short of him. He was open, but it was too quick.
I think there was a tip on that one, if I'm not mistaken.
Came out,
yeah.
Came out whiffily. So it'll be 3rd and 9. About 3rd and 8 from their 32, and this one he has more time. He lobs it, and it's caught! And Rye Neck will score! What a pass and what a catch! The Panthers, and we don't have a number 23 on our roster, but it's a touchdown pass. Brendan Kingwood, number 13. So Kingwood's wearing 23, not 13. So Brandon Kingwood, and that was a 65-yard pass, and that gets the crowd fired up, and it's 19-6.
As I told you there, Charlie, this kid Merkel has a good arm.
That was a great pass.
And Kingwood was just at the right place at the right time. What, he just outplayed the defensive back that was on him as well.
Yeah, Kingwood, great play by Kingwood, the junior receiver. Switched jerseys from 13 to 23, and Frab, extra point is good. 19-7.
It's still early, people.
Frabazili. And that was exactly what they needed. It was 3rd and 6, and he threw it early, and he just threw it up, and Kingwood ran for it, grabbed it, took it away from the defender, and he ran, and since he beat the defender by 2 steps, he was just off to the races, like a thoroughbred coming down the stretch, just letting the field catch him. And that's exactly what Rye Neck needed.
And that's what they did. Because you can't just keep on You just can't keep on playing a running game up the middle when that D-line is just crushing you play after play. And like I said, Merkel has a good arm. Use that arm. And Kingwood was ready. He outran that defensive back. He passed that defensive back, and he was out. It was all Rye Neck on the Kingwood on that play.
You're on the 32, so it was about a 68-yard TD catch from Kingwood from Merkel, which was actually his 3rd pass, because on one of the drives he threw a pass like the one that was lefty.
That's right.
And it dropped right, and it incomplete, so he's 1 of 3 as there. But the defense will have to stop this potent. That's the test here, to stop the offense. But that play was the highlight of the first quarter so far.
That's correct.
And credit to PA announcer Sean Lincoln, who had the roster change. It helped us as Brandon Kingwood heard him announce he's number 23 as we had 13. And it will be fresh off the extra point from Julian Falzili, his older brother. Oh, wow! He lined it, and a great play by one of the linemen from Tuckahoe, actually on the front line. Is that the quarterback? Michael Annunziata, the starting quarterback, was on the first blocking line for Tuckahoe, which you never see that, the quarterback on the first blocking line, and that helps them because he caught it and went straight down wisely, and they're going to have the ball in midfield.
That's a pretty risky move as well. But your QB.
Yeah, it is, right, but it worked out because they'll get it on the 50. So their field position that they've scored from will be they started on their own 35, last drive scored on like 5 plays after the penalty. And then they scored first drive on their own 43 plays and second drive on their own 36, 3 plays. Now they'll start at midfield. But no, that is risky, but Annunziata had enough confidence to catch it. Maybe he couldn't get out of the way, that if he didn't catch it with his hands, it would have maybe hit him in the head. Finally, they gang tackle Myers, 4 guys, and he drags him for 2-3 yards, but it'll be 2nd and 7 from the 47, and a huge possession here for the Rye Neck defense.
Let's see if they can stop him on this play, on this possession.
So it makes Coach John D'Arco Jr. maybe switch it up, as we saw them on the first drive do all the runs, and then the second drive passes. And now he passes, and ooh, he didn't stop him though. And then, but the first tackle slowed him down. So that was with the initial tackle by number 56, didn't get him down. But then a gang of guys, Jake Ladon. And so it was a 3-yard loss on that pass. It looked like it was going to be about a 7-yard loss. Instead, the 3-yard loss brings it back to the original line of scrimmage. 3rd and 10, and a huge play coming up for both teams. And Annunziata will get the first down. Jeez, wow, they had him. And it was just a simple run up the middle and designed all the way. And he just, right now, Coach John D'Arco Jr. is just out coaching Rye Neck's coaching staff.
It's a way to just throw this defense off every time. You know, just do these crazy plays every time.
Annunziata throws it and completes. Good tackle as it's completed to John Silvestri. He's about the 4th or 5th guy to catch a pass.
That's right.
For Tuckahoe. But they'll have 2nd and 5 from the Rye Neck 35. And Annunziata will take off. It was going to be a pass, and he is slippery as a runner. As he had that 64-yard run down to the 61-yard run, and that run was for the first down and 7 yards. So he's run for, and the other one, he's run for about 80 yards on 3 runs.
Tuckahoe does have a lot of receivers on their team.
Yeah, another one. Oh, he dropped it. That was he's had five guys catch passes, because Matarazzo, who dropped that, caught one earlier. Benke caught one. Pagnotta caught one, and the other Benke, John, his older brother, caught one. And Silvestri caught one this drive. So yeah, 5 guys have caught passes, which is rare in high school. And they mixed it up. And this guy, Michael Myers, has been. Well, that could be no.
Holding, could be holding, bringing it back maybe.
That is holding. Michael Myers with the 25-yard run. Holding. We think. Holding on Tuckahoe, huge holding. So 2 touchdowns have been negated for Tuckahoe. So that'll push him back about 10 yards from the spot of the foul. So instead of it being a touchdown, it'll be 2nd and 15 from the Rye Neck 35. So 2 penalties that negated touchdowns. On the other one, they scored anyway.
Yes,
but
that's right.
That was a big one, because another touchdown makes it a 3-score game again. But right after Rye Neck scored, right after you score, it's huge to get a stop.
Oh, yeah.
By the defense. And they had a chance, but they let him run it. A great catch there to make up for the bad play before by the little guy, Jake Matarazzo. 5'6", 120 on our programs. Great leaping catch. Before he dropped one right at him, but instead that'll be a 25-yard pass and catch, and it'll be 1st and 10 from the 11, 10 and a half basically, yard line. And they'll throw to him again, and he'll have his 3rd completion, and he's determined to get towards the end zone, and he'll be stopped at the 1. So it should be 1st and goal. Yeah, it'll be 1st and goal from the 1, because it was 1st and 10 from the 11. So you either scored a touchdown or you got it on the 1, and the rare thing, they got it exactly on the 1.
It's pretty cool though that Annunziata, even though Matarazzo had dropped that prior pass, he still trusts him and throws 2 consecutive passes to him again.
And he caught them both, and one was a really tough one. He caught one in the first quarter, and Annunziata has all kinds of time. A little pressure gets to him, but nothing really. He's not even touched, hasn't been touched all game. And they score. John Silvestri, and that offensive line has been killing it for Tuckahoe.
Tuckahoe's there's been just no pressure on Michael Annunziata. He's been just having all this time to just keep on making plays so fast, even from Michael Myers, who's been able to just run through the D-line as well.
Myers will kick the extra point low, and
Still
it'll
good.
just be good, as it was very low, but it line drive through, and nobody could get a hand on it, and it's 26-7. Official time. I think it's the end of the quarter as the clock was off kilter. Yeah, it is the end of the quarter, it looks like. So as the clock was off from the refs as they keep the official time, so it's 26-7. 2 touchdowns, 2 extra points, and 2 missed extra points. 26-7. We'll be right back on LMC Varsity Sports.
The LMC Media production van is a fully equipped mobile production unit. This custom-built van has cutting-edge professional video and telecommunications technology, high-definition cameras, and accommodates a full production crew. Interviews and events can be easily live-streamed from remote locations to the LMC cable channels and social media. This mobile unit allows for broadcasting from anywhere in our tri-municipal community and beyond. Sporting events, graduations, concerts, festivals, parades, and more. The LMC Media production van is ready to go whenever you need it.
Booster Club.
Back here on LMC Varsity Sports alongside Peter Vera, I'm Troy McGraw, and it is 26-7 Tigers. 4 drives for Tuckahoe, all with good field position. Oh, it's fumbled by Hilton, picked up by
De La Rosa.
Blackhawks De La Rosa, and he will, good play by De La Rosa as Hilton like fumbled it. Basically, the ball pinballed around, and De La Rosa was right there. And after he picked it up, he got about 10 yards because he picked it up from right before the 30, and he got to the 38. So, 1st and 10. And it's okay to run maybe on the first play, but then they should get back to throwing. Peter.
Yeah, because the way that Hilton's a great running back, don't get me wrong, but this D-line on Tuckahoe has just, they know what to expect from Hilton, and also they're pretty big on that D-line. So just Merkel, just throw it, I guess.
As Hilton will run for maybe a yard, but the thing is, the 2 yards, they have to, they should run, it could run plays where we've seen Hilton make some catches in the past where they could throw it to him. Not maybe necessarily that the plays for him, but that he's there like as the insurance, you know, and you can just dump the pass to him.
Or play the De La Rosa play that they've been doing late in the play, but do it earlier in the play.
On that end around. It's, and a good pass here. Oh, that he had him beat, and that could have been another touchdown just like before to Brandon Kingwood as he beat his man once again, but it was just a little off, and that's a tough play on the throw as it's a 30. That would have been it would have caught it. It would have been about a 20. That was about 25 to 30 yards distance of the pass. And he's good, Merkel, but he's still just a sophomore. And they don't throw it that much that it has to hurt a quarterback, like when you're not throwing a ton and then all of a sudden you're throwing, I mean, you completed the pass for the touchdown, but all of a sudden you're throwing it for 25 yards. And that right into the hands and dropped it. He had a chance to run with it as he had a couple blockers. There were some defenders right in front of him, but he had it. But Jake LeDun, listed as the tight end, dropped it there, and they're going to have to punt. So not good, as it was only a 52-second drive as they scored at the end of the quarter, and that's when they started. Penalty?
Yeah, it looks like there's a flag went up.
We have a flag down on the field.
Offsides on the offense. So I guess what player was lined up in the Tuckahoe zone.
Yeah.
That's actually the first penalty against Rye Neck.
That's right.
11:08, so it took, that's pretty good. Especially when you're down 26-7.
Which is actually pretty good for Rye Neck.
Very good, very good. But Tuckahoe had those 2 big penalties, but it didn't cost them as they went up scoring on the drives later.
That's right.
Frab it'll be blocked. Really got extra, and it'll go backwards in a diving play. Tuckahoe dove on it. It was blocked at the scrimmage, so it doesn't count going off. The line of scrimmage was it was blocked, so it wound up being only about a 17-yard punt after the block and the backwards spin. So it'll be 1st and 10 Tuckahoe on the 50, just like last drive, where they scored quickly once again, and they're 4 for 4. And Rye Neck's defense is not only be probably tired, but have to be, what do they have to do to stop Tuckahoe's offense?
It's pretty tough when you have that O-line just really protects their quarterback Annunziata and their running back Michael Myers very well to give.
And the quarterback and the running back are pretty good in their own rights.
Exactly.
And their wide receivers have looked pretty good too. And Myers will get a delayed handoff sort of where he stopped and he's going right through the defense once again, 15 yards, and it'll be 1st and 10 Tuckahoe from the Rye Neck 35.
And that carry for number 21, Michael Myers. Goes for about 15 yards. It'll bring up 1st down and 10 for the Tigers. From the Black Hats 35-yard line.
Annunziata will throw. Oh, what a window. He had basically 3 Rye Neck players, and he just put it right between them in the perfect spot to Damian Leonard. And the 6th guy, sixth guy to catch a pass, Leonard. And so one of the first times we've seen them run and then throw.
Well, like I was going to tell you earlier as well, Charlie, pre-game, Annunziata was throwing passes to 20 different receivers.
Right on cue, Annunziata runs for about 5 yards.
And that carry for Tuckahoe picks up 7 yards. It'll bring up 2nd down and 3.
Annunziata will throw it, and it'll be a 1st down. Once again.
And that pass was complete.
Jacob Liberati, number 7. 7th guy. 7th receiver to catch up. 7 receivers with 9:35 left in the first half. That's I don't think Rye Neck's going to have 7 receivers the whole season catch a pass.
No.
And that's a touchdown, an easy one. And Annunziata's just playing Madden, Michael Vick, pad your stats today. That was, who caught that? Number 11.
Silvestri on his second touchdown.
Second, yeah. He hasn't had, I think that's his 2 catches.
Yep.
2 catches. So that was about 5 yards. 5-yard touchdown catch. Sylvester. So he's thrown 3 touchdown passes, a 15-yard one, 1 and a 5, and that was wide, I think. Nope, yeah, but it was. Michael Myers wide.
And that extra point carried wide.
So it's 32-7. They still have the wrong score up, geez. 32-7. So we'll be right back on LMC Varsity Sports. 32-7, 9:25 left, all Tuckahoe.
LMC Media's YouTube channel is where you can connect to your community. You can easily find your favorite videos in a playlist or keyword search. Videos are added daily relating to your community, weekly updates, talk shows,
Welcome to another community conversation. I'm Michael Witch for LMC Media.
how-tos, and municipal meetings. Stay connected through video. Check it out and subscribe.
Yep. Back here on LMC Varsity Sports alongside Peter Vera, I'm Charlie McGraw as that kickoff following the touchdown is fielded by De La Rosa at his own 22, and he gets back to the 42, so a 20-yard, our best return of the day for Rye Neck, and it'll be 1st and 10 Black Hats and their best field position of the day for Rye Neck with 9:18 to go in the first half. And the Panthers will have it. The crowd was very enthusiastic and very hyped, but I mean, we knew it was going to be a tough game, 4-1 versus 1-4, and we still are, but it's got to be deflating on homecoming out of this game.
Yeah, especially when it's tough when you have like a team like Tuckahoe come.
Tuckahoe is still a D school.
Yeah.
They're every year they play Haldane for the D sectional championship, and they still are, from what I know. And they should have a deep run in the Class D state tournament. I mean, although 38 Haldane's probably not terrible. I mean, they beat Rye Neck 38-0. First 8, that was a completed pass.
Yep.
8 yards. So that's good to see. So that's, what is he, 2 of 5 now?
It'd be nice if you put Hilton a run on this play.
Right, yeah, 2 of, they don't. So that, oh gosh. Right, it's exactly, it's 2nd and 2 from midfield. Hilton is almost guaranteed to get at least 1 or 2 yards. I mean, you needed the first down. Now it's
That's right.
Pressure fill. Now it's like now it's 3rd and 2. And the very least, looks like Tuckahoe even brought a lot of reserves in already. Couple guys at least. Couple new guys on the line, I believe.
Rye Neck!
So 3rd and 2, and they'll throw again on a possible running play, and it's nearly intercepted.
Which I don't know.
Understand.
Yeah, I don't know why they don't run the ball when you have just 2 more yards to go.
Especially when it was 2nd and 2. You got it to make it a midfield, 2nd and 2. Then on 3rd and 2, you could have ran 2.
Yeah.
Now they're going to punt. They shouldn't go for it if The Nicholas Pagnotta made a nice play, nearly intercepted it. And so we'll have a punt for Polsino. I think it will be his 4th punt. 3rd, maybe his 3rd. Oh, and he'll fake it, and he'll throw it to nobody. So a fake punt, 50 yards, and Don looks like he's confused on that they ran that play. As it'll be 1st and 10 from midfield. Tuckahoe up 32-7, and I don't get that play call.
We also got a rebuilding year. It's Coach Bika's first year.
Right. Coach
Yeah.
Iannello, more than 20 years.
Yeah.
Retired after the spring season. Got to the state finals a few years back.
That's right.
Less than, maybe like 8 years ago.
Yeah.
But might be honoring him next week, you said?
That's right.
Before the game against Croton, which I'll be here. We'll have it on LMC Varsity Sports. But I know it definitely is, but the numbers are down. On our roster, there's enough guys, but on the bench, usually there's double that
Yep,
for a
that's
Rye
right.
Neck football team. And the last time Coach Iannello, they coached with his full staff, he also had like maybe twice as many assistants as Tuckahoe to have a run here. I don't think, was it Myers? I don't think so. No, it was Myers once again, 15 yards, first down. It's the third time Tuckahoe will take over. Third time in a row, Tuckahoe will take over at midfield. They've had the ball at midfield and they're, they're 5 of 5.
Yeah.
And
They
there's
have
6 possessions.
They've been scoring on every
Six
possession.
possessions they've started midfield or better. And the it's 32-7 in the scoreboard as it'll be first down as our Sean Riley has to play bodyguard here as they keep cutting across as we're in the stands at Rye Neck High School. And Mamaroneck, we're in the press box, but no room up there, so we're in the stands here, which we're busy, much busier at the start. A couple people have already left, indicator of the score. And they'll run there. That'll be a new runner, Sean Rocco Barrick. So I think only Myers has gotten carries, Myers and Annunziata.
Yep.
Now Sean Rocco Barrick will get the run for 8 yards? Nah, 5-6 yards. Third and 2. Annunziata came out.
And it looks like Jax Colachico is under the as QB up there as well, looks like.
Yeah, well, I think they just took him out. It looks fine, but good kudos to Coach Diarco. You love to see. Wow, he's got a nice arm for a backup.
Yeah.
And he throws it, and a nice pass, and Jax Colachico, the sophomore, 5'7", 130, back up to star junior Michael Annunziato, completes his first pass for about 10 yards. And it'll be first and 10 from the 18. Yeah, they were about on the 20. Yeah, that's about 10 yards.
Wearing the signature number 2
I think he can.
QB jersey. No, the Jets QB jersey number 2, Zach Wilson.
Of course, yeah. Matt Ryan. It's not that many number 2 quarterbacks. Matt Ryan, Zach Wilson. They played against each other next year. Ooh, a penalty on somebody. They completed that pass to who? I think Leonard before. And the rest will discuss it. 32-7.
Apparently it might be an unsportsmanlike conduct.
Unsportsmanlike conduct. Late hit, illegal chop block. What number they got on? Nonetheless, third penalty for Tuckahoe. Rye Neck's only had that one 5-yard penalty, and Rye Neck has had, they've all had penalties of like 10 yards or more. 2 for 15.
And that penalty results in a 15-yard mark from the spot of the foul and a replay of first down.
Replay first down, 15 from the spot. So it'll be about first and 19 from the 26. See what Rye Neck can do. These are the backups, but
Nice stop by Santiago Barajas.
you don't see backups in the second quarter much.
I think Tuckahoe does not want to blow out the Panthers in their homecoming game.
I mean, they're giving their Sackham, the backup. They'll go down at the 4-minute warning.
And there's a sack on the field.
That was
Loss, and it will bring up fourth down.
Russell Foster and Anthony Santiago for Rye Neck. and it'll be second. I mean,
Fourth.
it still says third though.
Our scoreboard seems to still have been having an
No,
issue.
we got fourth. Yeah, they're almost at midfield. I guess they'll go for it. Could punt it. I mean, instead of because it's like they'll call timeout. Third down. Yeah, we're right. Lincoln jumped the gun. Sean Lincoln. I knew it was third down.
Yep.
He said fourth, and no, the refs are like it's third. As it'll be fourth and third, about 30 yards. And they'll do a screen pass here, number 8, and he'll get. Oh, what a play! And
he's gonna go.
Be a touchdown! Oh, what a run! He barreled over 3 guys.
Wow.
He was halfway down. So that's a 47-yard touchdown pass.
What a
that was
play.
Sean Rocco Barrick. Sean
play.
Rocco Barrick, and it's 38-7. How did they still have the scoreboard wrong? 38-7.
What a play.
That was the backup running back, Sean Rocco Barrick, from the backup quarterback, Jax Colasico. They had him down. He was literally down 10 yards short, and he like stayed with his hand. Like half of his body was down, and he stayed with his hand to not be down and ran, and then took one guy down with 3 seconds, 3 yards in. So he knocked over at least 3 guys.
And the kick is no good.
Kick is no good.
Point is no good.
Michael Myers.
And with this stoppage in play, we'd like to remind all fans to please.
It looks like Jax Colasico had a lot of pressure coming at him again, but he still had enough time to just throw that ball right to Rocco Barrick. But that was Rocco Barrick just with all that momentum. Like he was also getting almost tackled a few times on that play. He just like stormed through that defense.
So it's 38-7, despite the scoreboard saying 37-7, and it's that would be 6 touchdowns, and Myers I think is 2 of 6. No, what was it? Yeah, 2 of 6. No, 3 of 6. 3 of 6 on extra points. Tigers basically put their backups in, and it looked like as this kick will be taken about 15 yards by De La Rosa. So basically they put their backups in, and Rye Neck had a third and about 30, more than 30, about 30, 35,
Yep.
47. They had him down at the original line of scrimmage, 10 yards short, but he wasn't. He stayed on his feet. And he scored, and that's like, it was like an N1 mixtape run. Those old basketball.
Let's see what Hunter Merkel and Dimitri Hilton can do here with which could perhaps be the second string defense maybe now as well.
Yeah, I think it is. Now a couple got, yeah. Mixed like before. Good run by Hilton. 5 yards. 49. 2nd and 5. So it was 19-7, and they answered with another 19. After
And that carry again by number 10, Dimitri Hilton. Throws for a couple of yards. It'll bring up 3rd down.
only no yards. So it'll be 3rd and 5 from the 49. There they should have passed.
I
After
think
they got
so
the run.
as well.
They run the same, they don't have a shotgunner. As Hale run it himself. Could have probably got it, but he fell down. Did hit Merkel. And Hunter Merkel they'll have 4th and 2 from the 42, and
Looks like they're going to go for it.
yeah, definitely. It's better than having the punter
Yeah, 4th
come
and
out
2.
like last time and throw in. And he'll throw it, and he's wide open. And the man who caught the touchdown pass, Kingwood, will have it, and it'll be first down. So that was about a 7-yard pass. 107, if that's right, in the first quarter. The timeout Rye Neck. So timeout Rye Neck. We'll be right back on LMC Varsity Sports. They're down 31 points with 107 to go on homecoming against Tuckahoe here on LMC Media. Back here on LMC Varsity Sports, I'm Sean McGraw alongside Peter Vera. 1st and 10 after the completed pass, and they'll do a double pass, but nobody's open. But Don was thinking of passing, but they had De La Rosa triple covered. I mean, because you got to send out another wide receiver.
You should.
Because the 3 D-backs, just the safety and the 2 D-backs just covered De La Rosa because nobody else was out there.
Yeah.
I mean, they got 5 yards out of it, a 5-yard completed pass, but he was definitely going to throw LaDon.
Yeah.
That would have been a fun play to see how his arm is, but instead it's 2nd and 5 from about the 35.5-yard line.
And this is what, like I said last time, this is where you play with Hilton. It's
incomplete, out of bounds. There's only if you run with Hilton, though, they don't have like the runs where he's just going up the middle. And there's 56 seconds left, so the clock's going to run.
Yeah,
so
that's right.
you have to burn a timeout.
That's true.
Could try the end around. Why not do an end around with Hilton? But I guess you can't because you have him in the same spot the whole time, so it's obvious what you're going to do. Why not line Hilton up outside? He can catch passes. They don't put enough wide receivers out there. The only wide receiver, Kingwood is the only wide receiver who's lined up like on each play.
Yeah.
And they'll throw it, and they have him. And
Picked
it's intercepted. Off. Kingwood jumped for it, but Pagnata jumped for it, and this could be a big return. Pagnata's going all the way down the sideline, and he's finally tackled at the 40.
Man.
38-40. So Pagnata has an interception for 25 yards. I'm sure Coach John DiArco Jr. will just take a couple knees or a run or two. So Pagnata had a 15-yard touchdown pass, and now he has about a 30. About the 30, 20, about a 30-yard interception return. Just the first turnover, right, for Rye Neck?
Yeah, for sure.
Very surprising because it's 38-7.
No fumbles and no picks. Yeah, because in like the game against Blindbrook, there was a few turnovers in that game.
Last call for the raffle tickets at the concession stand. Again, for all the little kids, it was the last call.
Why are they in shotgun? You're up 38-7. Just take a couple knees. Take a cue from Coach Anthony Vitti from America. Really? You're going to throw it? Come on, Coach. That's not right.
That's true.
That's not right. You're up 38-7.
Yeah.
Just sit on it. Just take a couple knees here. I mean, it's your backup, but your backup just threw a touchdown pass, so it's not like you're trying to get him a touchdown. Really? Calling timeout?
We have a timeout on the field.
Tuckahoe? I don't understand that. You're up 38-7. Just take a couple knees. That's not good sportsmanship. We'll be right back on LMC Varsity Sports.
Thank you for watching LMC Varsity Sports. We hope to continue this service of streaming our school's varsity sports matches, but we can only do this with your support. Visit lmcmedia.org/donate and make your contribution today and keep this program going.
Larchmont Mamaroneck, this is your media center. Live mobile production van. In-studio recording. Podcasting. Social media. In your schools. Watching your government. With your neighbors. LMC Media. Building community through media.
LMC Media helped me in my media journey from the very beginning.
And I was a video production intern with Larchmont Mamaroneck Community Television.
I started volunteering at LMC 10 years ago when I was just 10 years old.
I started out announcing games for the varsity sports part of LMC TV.
I started volunteering with LMC TV around middle school.
I needed a place to start so I could learn and grow not only in front of the camera but also behind the scenes.
I gained incredibly valuable hands-on experience in live video production.
But working here cemented my love for film and television production, and now it's something that I want to do for the rest of my life.
It gave me those reps, those opportunities to get some games under my belt.
There was something about working with my hands, being part of a team, and getting to meet so many different people over the course of a night that really inspired me to pursue a career in media production.
It mattered to me because I felt like I was contributing to a talented local station while also learning as much as I could about the community that I was serving.
By working on shows like The Local Live and the annual election night coverage from a young age, I was learning about and got to be involved in news going on in the community.
With the knowledge and confidence that they gave me, I now feel that I am well equipped to go out into the world and pursue a career in video journalism.
I wouldn't be where I am today without LMC TV.
As an employee of WNET New York Public Media,
I'm now a graduate student at New York University's News and Documentary Journalism program.
And it's helped lead to my career of announcing games for ESPN+.
LMC and the people here changed my life.
And I don't even know where I would be with my career or my ambitions or my passions if I had not experienced that internship.
And that's why I can't imagine my life without LMC, because they truly have built a community.
The skills I learned at LMC, I forever take with me on all my media assignments. So thank you, LMC.
So I'm very, very thankful.
I think that Mamaroneck brought a sense of community to me. I really do. I think it made me want to do more for the community because I liked what I saw.
Do you need space for a meeting, conference, or presentation?
LMC Media has what you need.
Our 768 square foot studio space is ideal for many types of productions, readings, recitals, rehearsals, and workshops. The space has video recording capability, as well as daylight temperature lighting, green screen, and stage. 2 additional rooms at 208 and 156 square feet can be used for any of your needs. Auditions, meetings, classes, workshops, one-on-one instructions, and more. Both rooms feature video monitors with Chromecasting capability, making presentations a breeze. To reserve one or more of our spaces, contact us at reserve@lmcmedia.org.
My name is Sean. I am a regular volunteer here.
Hi, I'm Paul. I'm a volunteer. Today is my very first day. I've only been here about an hour.
LMC just provides a lot of opportunities for volunteers.
This was the first opportunity I've ever had to be like in a professional news setting.
I've learned on camera, I learned post-production, I've learned everything that I could possibly learn about the world of TV and production in general.
Everybody is extremely outgoing and very helpful. I think everyone seems to have a good time when they're making the show or behind the scenes, so it's a very friendly, like, positive environment.
Every time I would come in, it would just be a whole new experience. Just all the people were just so nice and inviting.
Everybody who works at LMC, they're just great to be around. It's a great laugh. It's, you know, it kind of feels like a family.
The LMC Media production van is a fully equipped mobile production unit. This custom-built van has cutting-edge professional video and telecommunications technology, high-definition cameras, and accommodates a full production crew. Interviews and events can be easily live-streamed from remote locations to the LMC cable channels and social media. This mobile unit allows for broadcasting from anywhere in our tri-municipal community and beyond. Sporting events, graduations, concerts, festivals, parades, and more. The LMC Media production van is ready to go whenever you need it.
Do you have a great idea for a YouTube video or a short film, but don't know how to make it happen? LMC Media has what you need. Our equipment cage is stocked with professional quality cameras, tripods, lighting, sound, cabling, and more. Our 768 square foot studio features a full lighting grid, wraparound green screen, teleprompter, TriCaster, and high definition cameras. To reserve equipment, contact us at reserve@lmcmedia.org.
LMC Media's YouTube channel is where you can connect to your community. You can easily find your favorite videos in a playlist or keyword search. Videos are added daily relating to your community, weekly updates, talk shows.
Welcome to another community conversation. I'm Michael Witch for LMC Media.
How-tos, and municipal meetings. Stay connected through video. Check it out and subscribe.
Did you know you can watch LMC Media on your Roku in full high definition? Go to streaming channels and search for ScreenWeave. Install the Cablecast ScreenWeave channel. Look for the green icon. Open the channel, scroll to LMC Media, and press OK. Your device will remember your selection in the future. From within the app, you can watch all 3 of LMC's channels live. Or check out municipal and school board meetings, varsity sports, and more on demand.
Need technical support for your next meeting or presentation? LMC Media offers full-service meeting management virtually, in real life, or a hybrid of both. Our staff can run your meeting or webinar, set up for in-person audiences to interact, or provide a professional space for you to stream. Contact us for more information at info@lmcmedia.org.
Did you know you can watch LMC Media on your Apple TV in full high definition? Go to the App Store and search for ScreenWeave. Install the Cablecast ScreenWeave channel. Look for the green icon. Open the channel, scroll to LMC Media, and press OK. Your device will remember your selection in the future. From within the app, you can watch all 3 of LMC's channels live. Or check out municipal and school board meetings, varsity sports, and more on demand.
Thank you for watching LMC Varsity Sports. We hope to continue this service of streaming our school's varsity sports matches, but we can only do this with your support. Visit lmcmedia.org/donate and make your contribution today and keep this program going.
Larchmont Mamaroneck, this is your media center. Live mobile production van. In-studio recording. Podcasting. Social media. In your schools. Watching your government. With your neighbors. LMC Media. Building community through media.
LMC Media helped me in my media journey from the very beginning.
And I was a video production intern with Larchmont Mamaroneck Community Television.
I started volunteering at LMC 10 years ago when I was just 10 years old.
I started out announcing games for the varsity sports part of LMC TV.
I started volunteering with LMC TV around middle school.
I needed a place to start so I could learn and grow not only in front of the camera but also behind the scenes.
I gained incredibly valuable hands-on experience in live video production.
But working here cemented my love for film and television production, and now it's something that I want to do for the rest of my life.
It gave me those reps, those opportunities to get some games under my belt.
There was something about working with my hands, being part of a team, and getting to meet so many different people over the course of a night that really inspired me to pursue a career in media production.
It mattered to me because I felt like I was contributing to a talented local station while also learning as much as I could about the community that I was serving.
By working on shows like The Local Live and the annual election night coverage from a young age, I was learning about and got to be involved in news going on in the community.
With the knowledge and confidence that they gave me, I now feel that I am well equipped to go out into the world and pursue a career in video journalism.
I wouldn't be where I am today without LMC TV.
As an employee of WNET New York Public Media,
I'm now a graduate student at New York University's News and Documentary Journalism program.
And it's helped lead to my career of announcing games for ESPN+.
LMC and the people here changed my life.
And I don't even know where I would be with my career or my ambitions or my passions if I had not experienced that internship.
And that's why I can't imagine my life without LMC, because they truly have built a community.
The skills I learned at LMC, I forever take with me on all my media assignments. So thank you, LMC.
So I'm very, very thankful.
I think that Mamaroneck brought a sense of community to me. I really do. I think it made me want to do more for the community because I liked what I saw.
And ladies and gentlemen, we are about to start the second half of the opening kickoff. Coming from the Tuckahoe Tigers, so the Black Hats will receive to begin the second half of today's play.
Back here on LMC Varsity Sports, I'm Troy McGraw alongside Peter Vera, 38-7. Second quarter ended. The scoreboard person is not in sync with the refs. As time is being kept on the field. The first quarter they were off by a minute and a half. The second quarter they wound up being off by 40 seconds. So I apologize to Coach John DiGarco Jr. because he could have took a knee to end the half, but there was only one play left. We thought there were 40 seconds left. So where you would take one or two knees and it would be over.
Yeah.
Instead, there was maybe 8 seconds left because the time was being kept on the field and the scoreboard had 40 seconds. So it was fine for him to throw a play there because it was the last play of the half.
That's right.
If we had seen that it was 8 seconds, I wouldn't have said that he shouldn't have run a play. It was fine to, but the fact that the scoreboard was off with the thing and they had their running clock already. There's 11:40 left. Usually it's up 35, but I guess because it's up, 4 touchdowns they're up?
Yep.
So usually when you're up 35 points.
A little bit more than 4 touchdowns.
They're up 30 points. They're up 5 touchdowns basically. Because Tuckahoe has 6 touchdowns and Rye Neck has 1.
Yeah.
Rye Neck made the extra point. Tuckahoe missed 4. Or missed 3 as it's 38-7. Scoreboard's still wrong. But Rye Neck starts with its 2nd and 11 now. A good looking pass, and it's intercepted again. 2 interceptions in a row on passes, and the refs will confer, but it looked like it was definitely intercepted, and it was. I think that's a backup. Yeah, Brendan Fleming, backup defensive back. Nice play to rip it away from Brandon Kingwood. What was a good looking pass by Merkel?
He was looking his primary receiver, Kingwood. Kingwood looked like he almost had it also, but and it looks like also Coach Diarso Jr. is starting off this half also with his second string defense and offense maybe as well.
Well, he had the second string offense in there in the halfway through the second when they were up 32-7. Clock's still running. Usually it's up 35 points, but because they're up 5 touchdowns with the 3 missed extra points, that's enough to run it, which it makes sense because as the backup comes back in. Jax Calacchio, who had that touchdown pass, and the highlight of the game to Sean Rocco Berrick. It was their last touchdown, and right on cue, Sean Rocco Berrick. He must have broken 10 tackles combined. Like in that one where he scored the touchdown, he broke 3 or 4.
That's right.
That play, this play, he broke about 5 or 6. Who's their backup?
Rocco Berrick brings the ball to midfield. It'll be first and 10 for the Tigers.
Because Rocco Barrett is a junior and Myers is a senior. He'll probably put some reps in there to see what you expect for next year as well, if you're blowing out the team you're playing.
Their first 3 games were blowouts, so sure he got some in then.
Yeah.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Nice tackle by De La Rosa.
Yep. Loss of 5. Midfield, 2nd and 15.
And now the pass was complete. However, it went for a 5-yard loss on the tackle for the Blackheads. Number 24, Chase De La Rosa.
Like that was a 5-yard loss, but it was a completed pass. The backup, he's completed 3 passes now, 3 for 3 basically, and the starter, I think they might have only dropped 2 passes thrown by Annunziata. I think it was maybe 8 for 10 or 10 for 12, and the one went right through the hands of Matazzaro that he had, and then he came back and caught the touchdown passes.
That's right.
And then
both QBs are on target.
Though Matazzaro, he got down. He didn't catch a touchdown. He got down to the 1, but didn't catch it.
Yeah, and that's the first incomplete pass there by Jax Calacchio. And that's the first time that they just gave it on downs. Turnover on downs for Tuckahoe.
First time they forced him to punt.
Yeah.
And it looks like it'll be the backup quarterback.
Yep.
Calacchio. The bugs are out. Because they had a 4th and 2 and they went for it and got it.
It's a nice punt.
Good punt by Calacchio.
And that punt carries down inside the 20-yard line. We're looking first down and 10 for the Black.
He got it punted from the 48 and he downed it at about the 15, so about a 33-yard punt where we'll see Merkel. And this running clock is such a difference. They're not running the clock with those incompletions and stuff. They'll probably be about 10 minutes or more, and right now they're 6:40. So we thought it was 35, but it's definitely just 5 touchdowns no matter the extra points, which makes sense in us. It's good. So it helps from the score even going further. They don't have any play-action plays, really. They need a play-action play, right?
Yeah, it would be nice to see one like that.
Although the offensive line hasn't been helping them much, though. A play-action play, you need the offensive line, so maybe.
Yeah, even the second-string defense has been doing very well for the Tuckahoe Tigers.
All right, the one touchdown was a 68-yard touchdown pass to Brandon Kingwood from Hunter Merkel. Besides that, Rye Neck, I don't think they've had a snap in Tuckahoe territory because that was a 68-yard touchdown,
That's right.
Yeah. So the only snap was the extra point.
It took them also against Blindbrook when I was commentating that game. It took them probably until the second half for them to finally pass the 50-yard line.
Right, we said that it took them until the 10th quarter of their season to score.
Their first touchdown.
The 11th quarter.
Yeah.
In the first 10 quarters, they didn't score.
Yep.
And and they scored on a 68-yard touchdown pass, but they didn't. But that came on their side, the snap. Merkel had to get by the one defender, and he didn't, and he couldn't get a first down, and it'll be 4th and 4 from their own 26.
And that carry on the play by the Bobcats, number 9, Hunter Merkel. Picks up a few yards, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
The punter, Pulsino, will come with 4:30 left. Offsides. The ref had a signal that it was offsides. So that'll be a 1st down. Wow. They got him. So it'll be first. So it's 4th and 4. So offsides is a 5-yard penalty, automatic 1st down. Because it was 4th and 4 and now it's down. That's a gift. Tuckahoe, they had those 3 or 4 penalties of 10 yards or more, and now this penalty.
But it looks
Rye Neck still only had that 5-yard penalty, I think, for offsides, like their offense was offsides on a punt or something lined up, which was a weird penalty, but I think that was their only penalty. Now Tuckahoe's had 4 or 5.
But a Hunter Merkel came off on that last play, and it looks like Jake Ladon is under center right now. Or who is it?
Well, they were going to punt there.
Oh, okay.
Well, they were going to punt. They just threw him offsides on the punt. But you're right. Yeah, they brought in a new quarterback.
And that's carried by the Bobcats, number 22, Russell Foster. Good gain of 5. It's going to bring us 2nd down and 5.
So Rye Neck has backups in now, too, with 3:30 and counting.
Seems that also Merkel looks like it has some issues with his wrist.
Don, the backup quarterback, will bust through, and it's be spotted. He'll get the 1st down as he was pushed back after he got it. And Rye Neck will have a 1st down. Close to the 50. First and 10 from the 40, from their own 42.
42-yard line.
3 minutes to go. Rye Neck has the best chance of scoring any points in this quick 3rd quarter. 2:40 to go. They got the ball. A fumble, geez. Announcer jinx. Looked like Tuckahoe recovered. It was right in his hand. They did, right? Yep. Myers. No, not Myers, 88. The Benke. So he's still in there. And the defensive end, Benke, it went right through. Who got that run? I don't even know. Looked like it was one of the backup running backs, maybe. Maybe Joey Leone. He got it and he just went right through his hands, fumbled it. And it was picked up by Big John Benke. And it's 1st and 10 Tigers from their own 42 with the clock stopped. Why? Don't know. Supposed to be running, guys. But a lot of problems with the clock today. It was off kilter with the 1st and the 2nd quarter, and it still says 37-7. It's definitely 38. The 3 of us, Rob, Moretti, LMC Community Sports Producer, and then with Peter, they have 3 extra points with the 6 touchdowns. No, with the 5 touchdowns.
It could have been
38.
Yeah, it would have been like 41 or 42 to 7 right now.
42-7. But
Pick up the 5, it'll bring up 2nd down.
No, they have 6 touchdowns minus 3 extra points. Well, 42. Another run and a 1st down. Right through the defense by Rocco Barrett. Sean Rocco Barrett.
Carried by the Tigers, number 8, Sean Rocco Barrett. Wasn't enough for 1st down. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Tigers from the blackout 25-yard line.
That will be a first down, well, close to the first down marker. It might be just short. No, excuse me, that was the regular marker. 2nd and 11.
Goes for a short loss, it'll bring up 2nd down.
They're so close for another touchdown once again. It's been just such a tough one today again for Rye Neck, especially just a tough year in general.
We thought it would be, but I mean, even when we thought it would, the way it looks and what you think, it's still looks even harder. And they could, I mean, it could be 59. Could be a couple more touchdowns if they left their starters in.
Mark Langus, he's the winner of the Booster Club auction to spend today's
So we'll be right
game
back
in the
on
press box.
LMC
Mark is
Varsity
an aspiring
Sports.
Major League Baseball player, and if that doesn't work out, he wants.
Do you have a great idea for a YouTube video or a short film, but don't know how to make it happen? LMC Media has what you need. Our equipment cage is stocked with professional quality cameras, tripods, lighting, sound, cabling, and more. Our 768 square foot studio features a full lighting grid, wraparound green screen, teleprompter, TriCaster, and high definition cameras. To reserve equipment, contact us at reserve@lmcmedia.org.
And we're about to return to action here for the start of 4th quarter today.
Back here on LMC Varsity Sports, I'm Sean McGraw alongside Peter Vera, and our cameramen are the two Seans, Kelly and Riley, and Jordan Harper. And LMC Community Sports producer Rob Moretti is right behind us in the van. And Tuckahoe will get a first down with, I think, the first carry of the game from a new running back. Number 18. Geez, we don't have a number 18.
And that carry for the Tigers brings the ball inside the 10-yard line. It'll be first down and goal for Tuckahoe.
So it'll be 1st and 10. Flanking Christian Gherkin is flanking Jax Colacchio now. And he'll run for a no gain. Freshman Gherkin. Third, fourth stringers in there now. Freshman.
And that play for the Tigers goes for a short loss. On the tackle for the Black Hats, number 63, Anthony Santiago.
So it'll be 2nd and 10 as penalty number 5. So Tuckahoe still with 5 penalties now. Rye Neck just has the 1. So against Blindbrook, they only had about 1 penalty, or?
They had plenty of penalties in that game, but not only
Rye
that.
Neck did?
Yeah, but Blindbrook did as well. There was plenty of penalties on both sides of the field.
Nice that we only have about 6 today. Last game I did Mamaroneck, RC Ketchum. I think there was about 10 each. There's a lot more. Yeah. It'll be a pass. They'll swing it. The backup will pass it to number 12 and that is Jacob Liberati, and he'll get all the way down to the 2. So Rye Neck having trouble with the third stringers now.
It was his first reception, right? I presume.
What?
Liberati's first reception.
I think he had one like in the second quarter, didn't he?
And that play goes for about 5-yard gain, 3rd down and goal.
He's one of their sophomore receivers. So it looks like now
now he's in the backfield, Liberati, and he'll get the handoff. And nice tackle by the Panthers.
I'm gonna go for it.
I think it's yours. Yeah. Back here, and they score. As that'll be number 12, and he'll score. So that was Jacob Liberati, 1-yard touchdown run, and he will be the 5th different player to score. And then if you include the touchdown passes from Annunziata, it'll be 6. Myers back on extra point. He's 2 of 6. And now Liner is good. 3 of 7.
Good.
So it's 45-7. We'll be back on LMC Varsity Sports.
Earlier today from Homecoming.
Back here on LMC Varsity Sports, alongside Peter Vera, I'm Sean McGraw. 9 minutes to go, 45-7. As the 3rd extra point of the day was 2 of 6 was Myers, and he made it the 3rd as it's fumbled and picked up by De La Rosa, and he'll just go forward with about 10 yards. As he picked it up about near his 10, and he got near his 15, and he got near his 10, yeah, to the 20. Field is looks like slanted a little. As Rob says, the 50 moves every year.
Yeah, the field is
getting dirty.
Yep.
One of the few grass. I know I saw Croton Harmon also has a grass field. I saw a picture online of them playing soccer. There's literally less than 5. Every school has turf in Westchester who play in Section 1. There's literally less than 5. I know Dover and Pauling, but they're up there, even though they're still, I think, in Section 1, some of them, even though they're far away. We had grass. Rye Neck miscommunication, and they'll call timeout with 8:03 as the clock ran. So we'll be right back on LMC Varsity Sports.
To give you some results from earlier action.
Did you know you can watch LMC Media on your Roku in full high definition? Go to streaming channels and search for ScreenWeave. Install the Cablecast ScreenWeave channel. Look for the green icon. Open the channel, scroll to LMC Media, and press OK. Your device will remember your selection in the future. From within the app, you can watch all 3 of LMC's channels live. Or check out municipal and school board meetings, varsity sports, and more on demand.
Back here on LMC Varsity Sports. as Rye Neck called a timeout as the miscommunication on first down. But that's something that should never happen, Peter. I mean, that shows the inexperience and just the young team. Like, you should not, it's the first play, you know?
Yeah.
That they had to call a timeout there.
Especially with late in this game, like, and you're with this kind of score, just why do you need to call a timeout also?
I think they had no idea what play they were supposed to run. Nonetheless, they have to start playing where they have, you want to get a couple first downs. You don't want Tuckahoe. I mean, they're not going to run it up, but like, they could probably score again without running it up. You don't want them to score 50 points.
Yeah. It seems like that even the third string, or if this is the third string, team of Tuckahoe is even doing a good job.
Yeah.
On the Rye Neck Panthers.
Yeah, on our roster we don't have another quarterback, so that's Ladon. Ladon is listed as its as Riley, as we have Ladon, that quarterback, after Merkel, you thought he was a little injured, and Ladon trying to pass, but he won't, and there. We saw that handoff on that end around to him where he was going to pass. I guess that's why he's the backup quarterback, because nobody's listed and they don't have anybody
we don't
else.
have anybody listed as a backup QB here for Rye Neck. Because Ladon is normally listed as a tight end or an outside linebacker.
He dropped a pass to him. They attempted a pass to him earlier in the game. And Frab Azili, Julian.
We haven't seen one pass in general thrown by Ladon.
Actually, Joey Polsuno will. Yeah, he was supposed to attempt the one on the end around and then that one, but he couldn't on that play. And then
here we go.
Again, really? Intercepted, right to the intercept. Frabazili, they threw an incomplete. He got intercepted before, I think, too.
He did.
On the fake punt. This one was intercepted by Matazzaro. So their third turnover. They have 3 interceptions, 2 thrown by the punter, Joey Pulsino, and 1 thrown by the quarterback, Hunter Merkel.
I think this one actually was thrown by De La Rosa, if I'm not mistaken.
Pulsino, the punter, threw it, I thought. Could be wrong.
It seemed like number 24, Chase De La Rosa, threw this one.
Yeah, no, I thought it was 54, Joey Pulsino. Pretty sure, but we'll see. Yeah, might have been. Nonetheless, it's the 3rd interception of the day. Jake Matazzaro, Nicholas Pagnotta had one, and they had another one as well. Right, when they had the fake punt earlier, he threw the interception, or did they knock it down? No, they intercepted.
They picked it off.
Yeah, the 3rd one. So 2 in this. No, I think they were all in this second half. So that could be another touchdown. It will be. Just scoring at will. Number 18. He knows who he is with the touchdown as the great late Keith Yiser, one of the best PA announcers in Mamaroneck school history. He knows who he is. Scores touchdown on the pass from Colacchio. Colacchio has at least two now, 2 touchdowns as a backup. 57. No, 51-7 scoreboard.
Yep.
How do you not have the scoreboard right from 3 quarters ago? Missed an extra point. So it's 51-7. And Myers will add the extra point with a nice bullet line
52.
drive. And it's 52-7.
And with the stoppage in action,
we'll be right back on LMC Varsity Sports.
Know that the final regular season home game for the
Do you have a great idea for a YouTube video or a short film, but don't know how to make it happen?
LMC Media has what you need.
Our equipment cage is stocked with professional quality cameras, tripods, lighting, sound, cabling, and more. Our 768 square foot studio features a full lighting grid, wraparound green screen, teleprompter, TriCaster, and high definition cameras.
To reserve equipment, contact us at reserve@lmcmedia.org.
back here after that touchdown made it 52-7. As
Oh yeah, 7. That's right.
52-7. Tuckahoe was 38, and then 2 touchdowns and 2 extra points. The scoreboard still says 51, but as it's kicked to De La Rosa has it. He caught it about the 20-something, and a late hit by Tuckahoe, very late hit, piling on. That was Damian Leonard as he was down, and he came out of nowhere. So he got it to the 40. That'll be a 15-yard penalty to 55. I'd like to take this time to thank the Rye Neck Booster Club for giving us lunch. A couple of some sandwiches, some chips, and some water. Nonetheless, they did a great job in the Rye Neck Booster Club, and everyone for this homecoming here at Rye Neck. 4-minute warning. 15 yards, so it'll be 1st and 10 Rye Neck, 45, and they have a chance at ending this this blowout with the best way possible after blowing out, winning. They could score a touchdown here.
Yeah,
Pre-game.
Yeah, you can see.
Sean Lincoln, the PA announcer, he wrongly announced that it would be halftime, but now the pregame, the ceremony will be at half. What did he say? No, it'll be before the game. When they honor Coach Iannello, because he coached here at least 20 years.
Coach I has been here, as many of you know who've heard me announce a few games here on LMC Varsity Sports. I was a Rye Neck alumni of class of 2007. So I witnessed many years of Coach I coaching here at Rye Neck, and I graduated a year before one of his daughters, and 2 years after one of his older daughters. So I know the family somewhat pretty well. And congratulations, Coach I, if you're listening to this, from Peter Vera and also from the rest of the LMC family. We congratulate you on a beautiful, successful career and a healthy retirement, and whatever your endeavors are.
He's still around, as he has been needed as the car. As he sat in the car out there. They let people, because the lots here is still not fully open.
Yeah, that's right.
As Kyle Snow had back-to-back handoffs. First was for 5 yards, second one for 1. 2:35 left, and what we were saying before that announcement was it would be good if they could try and drive down here, but it looks like they're content on running. They could. I mean, they're on the 40. They took over on the 45 after the penalty on the late hit, and it looks like Kyle Snow will get the first down. So the freshman Snow, 3 carries, 12 yards, and 2:15 maybe. But that would be a good way to end this blowout, is to try and score. And they had the chance because of the late penalty, put them on the 45, and now they got a first down. But they can't be just running it because time's going to run out.
Yeah, and this is the first time, Charlie, that they actually reached the territory of Tuckahoe. So this is what you've been
saying. They scored on
a
68-yard touchdown pass. They were on their own 32. They actually took over because of the penalty there, but this is the first time they've marched inside on Tuckahoe's side of the 50. Pretty sure. Actually, maybe one time they might have been between the 50 and 40, but the first time they're inside the Tuckahoe 40. I mean, obviously, besides the touchdown they scored, there's 1:30 left. So you've got to figure they're just running. You've got to figure there's only about 3 plays left. Just running clock. You want to score, but. That was Jaden Schneider who carried it for 5 yards. So it'll be 2nd and 10, 2nd and 5 from the Tuckahoe 30. Yeah, they've been on their territory so much, their own is just rolling off my tongue. As it'll be handed once again to Schneider. He'll turn the corner, and he can get tackled really hard at the 9-10, and the clock will continue to run 40 seconds. They'll have to go no huddle, so it'll be 1st and 10 from their own 11. Should say first down. That was on 4th. No, that was. They'll run it inside, and that backup Tuckahoe defense doesn't want to. They don't want to call timeout. I mean, they could. They have at least 2, I think. At least 2, but Coach Pika I never mentioned Coach Beaker coached the field hockey team last year as a co-coach. Now he's coaching football. That was a transition I never heard. And they're going to throw it with LeDon. He's got to throw it. He's being swarmed, and he throws it forward incomplete as he was about to get sacked. And time looks to have run out. I mean, they could have used a timeout. They had 1 or 2 left. I mean, it wouldn't have been like anything wrong with it. They're trying to score a touchdown on the 11, but that'll end the game. 52-7 and a homecoming to forget for Rye Neck.
That's right. It was a very tough one here today, Charlie, for Rye Neck. Tough one for Coach Bika. His first homecoming loss, his first one in general as a Rye Neck football coach. And also here for Marco, you know, you lose your, probably, I don't know if you lost your quarterback in the second to last game, but he did a good pass, all in all, good pass to Kingwood. But hopefully we get a good one next year.
Yeah, and Tuckahoe improves to 5-1, and Rye Neck improves to is now 1-5 after this 52-7 loss. And next week they'll honor the seniors here. It'll be Croton against Croton Harmon, and they'll honor Coach Iannello, over 20 years as head coach before the game, and we'll have it here on LMC Varsity Sports, as that should be the highlight of that game. And so once again, final score 52-7. Tuckahoe improves to 5-1. Rye Neck is 1-5. A lot of people to thank for today's telecast. The cameramen were Jordan Harper, the 2 Seans, Riley and Kelly, the LMC community sports producer, Rob Moretti, and the executive director of LMC is Matt Sullivan. Once again, for Peter Vera, I'm Troy McGraw saying thanks so much for watching and have a great evening.